Hey my wonderful sweet babies, so today we're going to be talking about old video footage that was leaked of Diddy Muka Maka Mika-ing Cassie. So this was unreleased footage that we have not seen since 2016. All of this footage is now being released in 2024, and there may actually allegedly be a rumor that Diddy actually paid off the people at the hotel, which is why we haven't seen this footage sooner. We're pretty much going to give all the details in regards to this, as well as all the celebrities and everything. So let's just get into it. In this video, I can't really show much because it is really disturbing to watch, you guys. But in this video, Cassie seems to be packing her things, and Diddy, running out in a towel like a weirdo, he pretty much comes up behind her and just, she's down on the ground now. And then on top of that, he pretty much acted like Cassie was a, soccer ball, and he did what he had to do to the soccer ball. So all of this was pretty much in that, huge document that was released when, Cassie came forth and stated that she was going to settle in the first place. So now, all of these documents are just slowly but surely coming forth. These were pretty much old, posts from all the celebrities that thought that it was okay to cape for Diddy. Because they wanted to make it seem like, oh, we're not gonna, tear a black man down when he's at his most vulnerable. Never, not once did they ever think of things from Cassie's perspective. They just thought that everything that was being put out was a jab against Diddy. So I just want you guys to take a look at this. So if you guys, at any given moment want to go under their comment section and do what you want to do, feel as you please. Here's some more celebrities that thought that it was okay to, say what they were saying. They just wanted to completely cape for him, not really asking Cassie, hey, let me figure things out from you. Only just doing the whole, let me just take his side simply because he probably did me a favor or gave me some money. Allegedly. I'm so upset, you guys, that I didn't even read it for the people that, have me on podcast form. So I'll go ahead and read it. So Diddy had posted something that says, time tells truth. Lil Scrappy actually posted, live out the lie. Peter from Real Housewives of Atlanta said, bro, I have been behind you from day one. No one from the block make it that far being S. Busta Rhymes gave him crown emojis. Dion Cole said, boom. The real Aisha Hall said, people are crazy. For years, Diddy been posting his kids. This ain't new. People assassinating him off of rumors. There are all still human beings. None of y'all was there, but y'all are all eyewitnessing now. Just chill. Wait and see what happens before you judge. SMH. Coming from an actual woman. Jazzy said, light bulb emoji. Of course, 50 Cent came forth. He said, now I'm sure Puffy didn't do it. He is innocent. This proves nothing. This is what the lawyers are going to say. God help us all. Now, Perez Hilton actually leaked a bunch of information, you guys. Now, all of this information is alleged, but this is pretty much the breakdown of what Perez Hilton said. So he pretty much stated that Diddy paid off the hotel $50,000 to keep them quiet. And he is stating that Cassie allegedly told him this information. So Diddy was able to keep this information blocked out from the public for all these years. Now, Perez Hilton thinks that allegedly the FBI, when they were doing their full-on investigation, they were looking through all these different things. And once they got the word that, this incident had happened at the hotel, they had no choice but to gather that evidence because it was coming from the hotel and they needed that information so they can continue with their investigation. Once again, all of this information is alleged, but it doesn't really sound too far-fetched. I also think it's interesting that now a lot of celebrities are going back and they're actually apologizing to Cassie for their effed up actions. Slim Thug's cowboy looking ass was one of the people that decided to backtrack on what he had said. So pretty much he said, damn, Diddy, I tried to ride with the black man who had no charges yet, but I can't stand behind this. I'll take this L, but I still will ride with the people until see some sort of proof. I don't believe in the blogs or civil suits. Apology to Cassie and whoever else was on the right side of this time. Now, you guys, this woman here, she actually released a lot of stuff. I can't read everything because I know I won't have enough time. This woman is pretty much alleging that Cassie wasn't 100% innocent. She's actually Kim Porter's friend, and Kim Porter was telling her a lot of what was going down, and I believe she was actually present to see a lot of this stuff happen as well. So she's claiming that at one given moment, things got so crazy between the whole Diddy, Cassie, and Kim Porter situation that Diddy actually told Kim Porter that she needed to take Cassie's used thing that she would use for her menstrual and lick it. And then when Diddy would pretty much, clown Kim Porter and say a bunch of things that were just not right, like, that Cassie's race was better than Kim Porter's race and her complexion was better than Kim Porter's complexion, that Cassie would kind of like just giggle in the corner. So I'm just going to leave up all these things, and then hopefully that if you are listening to it through podcast version, you could just go back and kind of like look through these and read them yourself. Because I just truly won't have enough time to read all of it, guys. So I'm so sorry. But yeah, there was just really disturbing things that was said. So you guys can just take time to read through all these things. She's pretty much responding back to a lot of people that had questions. So here's another one here. And she uses a lot of vulgar language. So I'm sorry about that, TikTok. I just really have to inform the people. So here's another one here. She's talking about their close relationship, things that Diddy did, and how Cassie acted even towards Diddy. So Bobby Shmurda actually did speak out as well. I don't really want to read what he said either because, guys, he was giving very belligerent, activities the way he was acting. But you guys can read this on the screen as well. For those that are listening to it through podcast version, please just go through and look at it on my YouTube or either on TikTok. Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, actually also, said something against this as well. Please go ahead and pause it and read this for yourself. I'm going to actually read what he wrote here as well. He said, wrote this a while back, but the words ring true. Not just today, but every day. I want my kids and every kid to live in a world that's safe for women and girls. Protect them and treat them as equals. To the women and children, you're not alone. You are heard. If you need help, call the Domestic Violence Hotline at 800-799-7233. And last but not least, guys, I want to talk about Carisha and Diddy's relationship as well. So somebody actually said what Rish got to do with what he did to Cassie, LOL. And then someone else responded and said, Cassie tried to help this girl and give her a warning about Diddy, but she played in her face and was being weird for money. That's when then someone says, you ain't learning from Cassie, sister. And Young Miami responded and said, I think you under the wrong B page, LMAO. So here's my thoughts. I'm so glad that things are finally starting to unfold with this story because a lot of people that were actually defending Cassie, we knew that we were not crazy and we knew how much of a monster this man was. I would really genuinely like to hear from these celebrities that were caping super hard for Diddy just to see how they feel. Alex Fine is continuing to be the great support system for Cassie, and she is so lucky to have him because this situation is not just tough for Cassie, it's also tough for him and his kids as well with Cassie. Shouts out to Perez Hilton for even coming with this, information that he dropped because I definitely believe everything that he's gathered is factual, but it's alleged factual at this point. As far as Kim Porter's friend goes, I believe every word this woman says, even the things that she says that goes against Cassie. Because after seeing the situation with Young Miami, I think that Young Miami allegedly is getting by Diddy as well. And unfortunately for Cassie, pretty much what goes around comes around is happening for her at this moment. The same things that Kim Porter was trying to warn Cassie about, now Cassie is finding herself warning Carisha about. But Carisha is so into, this lifestyle and the money that she's so blinded by everything else, especially the destruction. Allegedly. I'm really hoping that Young Miami wakes up eventually because this is crazy. But that's my opinion. What's yours?